So the way we looped the radiator should be fixed by taking all of the extra tubing out and just plugging like.
So yeah,
fixing it
so
at
we
the
just
radiator.
loop from here, just clear the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so this is your loop right here, okay? These right here are the heater core lines that are coming from the engine.
Okay.
So these are feeding the loop, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have the loop here is where the heater core in the rear used to be.
Right.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut these lines right here, both of them. Then you're going to get a nipple and you're going to use the same line, which just looks like 3/4 heater hose.
Okay.
And you're going to go with new line all the way over and up
Oh goodness.
to your heater core. So those lines go all the way over from
And
that
those are all
side
unnecessary.
to here. Yep. And needs replaced because they're really soft
Okay.
All the oil.
because of all the oil leaking on them. So you can see right here as I take this line, it's super
Yeah.
soft.
Okay.
I see, yeah.
Now, Brandon asked me, I don't know
This
much
one
about
too.
cars, but we were speculating if adding a second radiator would help us keep the heat down going up hills. Is that something that you would say is
Like with a thermostat.
necessary?
Before I would put a radiator or anything like that in this thing, your coolant temperature gauge should work.
Right.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
To my
Well,
knowledge. I mean,
just
it
watch
moves.
it.
Right, it
And
moves.
if it gets over 210 degrees, then you're having problems.
And that's the red
And that's
zone.
just anywhere, so we
Right.
should be able to go up a hill without.
Yeah,
we
as
should
long
be
as
able
it.
to go to the mountains.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get over 210 degrees. If it gets over 210 degrees on the coolant, you probably have another problem because I don't think there's that much weight in this bus.
Okay.
It didn't feel like it when I was pulling it around, that it was like really, really heavy or
Right.
dangerous to overheat.
Right.
Okay. We just know
Um,
a lot of other people with buses have those issues, and we have never taken it up a mountain, and it does slow down significantly and heat up when it goes up the hill. But I don't believe it's ever hit 210. No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah. I always keep an eye on oil pressure. And
Yep.
the
Those are all
temperature.
things to be mindful of.
We went and picked up the bus from the school district, and everybody who talked about bus 10 talked about how powerful it was, and then they seemed
They
to
had
chuckle a
these
bit.
big smiles on their faces, and they like giggled. And we always thought that was the weirdest thing.
You mean the people you bought the bus from?
Yeah.
Like the school system, like when we actually went to pick up the bus, like there were a bunch of people there. And I mean, they could have just been having a good time and we walked in right after a joke or something, but like it felt like they were just like, haha, we're getting rid of bus 10. Maybe they
It's so
knew about that
powerful.
crap.
Wink, wink. I don't know.
They
Like,
did tell us that they knew it had an oil
I wish
leak,
they
but
would've
had never examined
given us more
the
information.
oil
It
leak.
didn't matter. Sale was final.
Yeah,
so.
we had already purchased it.
I'm just curious. Is like a 5.9 like with this setup? Like it's a powerful engine,
Out of all the engines they put in buses, this is one of the best ones.
Right.
They also put a
because I know a lot of people go with some of the bigger like 7.3s and so
the
on.
7.3
Is a Ford.
A Ford.
Right,
It's
never
actually
mind.
made by International,
Okay.
and it is weaker
Right.
than this 5.9.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have a good engine.
Well, and this is bigger than the 5.9s they put in like pickup trucks, isn't it?
It's the same thing?
Same ones.
Like
okay.
if I looked up a truck video with a 5.9 engine, it's all going to be the same except for what it's
Well, it's the
inside.
same year and it's a 12 valve. So
Right,
there's
okay.
a 5.9 12 valve, there's a 5.9 24 valve, and then
Okay.
this is the 5.9 high pressure. So this is the basic old model,
Okay.
95. So when you get into 2000s, they changed them to 24 valve,
Okay, so it's a 95, not a 94? Or does it matter?
95.
Okay.
And then they added computers and different fuel injection systems on them and stuff like that to make
Right.
it better.
Okay.
And then eventually nowadays they're gone completely and they're replaced with a 6.7
Okay.
Okay.
Cummins.
So this is before all the
Electronics.
emissions and
Yeah.
everything that they're trying to. Right.
Yeah. So the good thing about this engine, I will say, which I'm not gonna do, but there's some little tricks I can do to the fuel pump
Okay.
and the injection system to give it about twice as much power as it has right now.
Okay.
That's what they're capable of.
Right.
So this is a detuned engine in this bus because it's built to go slow.
Okay.
So you can tune them up, and you can tune them up to where when you hit the gas, they blow black smoke. You know what I mean?
Doesn't seem
I'm
necessary.
not super interested in that. I want it
just
to
saying.
run well
Absolutely.
and be on the
Yeah,
highway
I would like it
safely.
to be reliable.
The
That's-
main thing
that's-
is that I don't want to get on the highway and get slowed down to 35 because I don't have enough power to stay at highway speeds.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
That's my main thing. I don't care about the black smoke.
Well, another thing, when you soup these up, when you do mess with them and you turn them up,
We don't last as long too.
well, that's when you got to get a bigger radiator.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
That's when they start heating up and the coolant temps go up and stuff
Right.
like
Okay. Okay.
So okay.
that. Okay. And that's also, when you do that, you have to put an exhaust temperature gauge on, and you have to have a meter on the dash to read your exhaust temperature to make sure it doesn't get too hot. Because when you put too much fuel in these, they can melt themselves down. Like, let's say if you're under a huge load, you got it floored, and
Okay.
it was just pulling its guts out.
I drive it. It's everywhere floored.
Yeah, the EGTs could easily get up.
Is that bad
way
for
hot.
us right now if we drive it forward since we don't have
It's
that
turned
extra
down.
power?
Right.
Okay.
So it's
flooring
only
it
50% power anyway.
is
You
great.
can't hurt it.
Okay,
It's
because
built
we
that
always
way.
we do know we noticed that to get it to go you really have to floor it. So that's not hurting it or doing anything. It's just it's made to go a little bit slower. So when you want to go fast, it's like, but this is a bus. Remember that this is a bus.
Okay.
So that's why it's like that. It's not actually underpowered. There's nothing wrong with anything.
It's detuned.
Okay. 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 That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Learning a lot about our house today.
Well, yeah, we've already lived in it for a year. I mean, shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny. We came. I feel like when we first met you was at the farm on Drake
Yep.
Road, and
We just bought it.
yeah, I think we either just bought it or
We were just about.
We were just
no,
about
we were just
to.
about to buy it.
because we were talking to you about us doing it. And you said you had a bus before, a couple
Yeah.
times, maybe one or two. I think you might have
Yeah.
said, but a couple campers and what have you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Is there
So-
anything else that we should have you check?
No. Everything that's vital, I've already checked. I
Okay.
don't see anything on this bus that's going to keep you guys from going to Colorado.
Okay. Anything else
Good.
that we need to know to check within a certain amount of miles,
Just the
other than those
fluids.
greasings and
Um,
fluids? Should we
you
get
know-
a fluid flush, or does everything?
No,
seem okay?
everything's good.
Okay.
So you know now this is the transmission dipstick. That's the dipstick.
There's so many videos of us checking the wrong thing.
Like we're
Yeah.
checking the oil.
Look at all
Yeah.
the oil we have.
And you want to go ahead and do that, and then also you want to go out there and check the coolant, which is underneath.
Right.
Okay. That's
Okay.
in
And
the
is there a
crate.
site for that, or how do you check that exactly?
It should be full of top.
Okay. Oh, just go all the way to the top. All right.
Yeah. So right here should be completely full of top.
Okay.
You only want to do it when it's cold.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they don't get.
You don't open
you know.
radiators when your car's
Yeah.
been running, so it's low.
So it's low.
So it should be full, clear to the top.
You should see fluid there,
Okay.
and you should keep it full. And
So
you
there should be fluid sitting in this neck here.
Yes. And you should make sure, like this was the sight glass, but it's kind of gunky.
Yeah, I can't,
Right.
you can't really tell.
Yeah. You could probably tell now. Yeah, I think if you fill it up, you'll be able to see it. But it should definitely be in that sight glass.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it is a little low now.
Do you know what kind of coolant this takes off
Well,
the
we've
fans, or?
we've got a whole bunch of. That's what we've been using.
You wanna
Just
use
stuff in there.
Global?
I don't know.
Okay. Is that what we have in there?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, you want to use global because it's built for diesel engines.
Right.
Okay. And I would buy it from a truck shop.
Truck
Not
shop.
from Auto Center.
Right.
Would
It's
Napa count as
actually-
a truck shop or no? Still truck shop.
Truck shop.
Okay.
Truck shop.
Okay.
Do you remember if this had green or red last time you drained?
Green.
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 For
Then
sure.
Keep using green.
We put when we bought when we drained all for re-looping it down there, we did buy all new coolant and we made sure it was green, but that's kind of, I think I took a gamble on what kind of coolant, so I hope that
No, it's
it
good.
should have been okay.
There's a diesel additive or something they call the STAs.
Okay.
And you want to use that with the green coolant. The red
STA.
Fleet Guard coolant already has the additive in it.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's only for diesel engines. You only use this on diesel engines. But since it is green coolant, when you use global is gold.
Okay.
Gold coolant.
Okay.
Okay? It'll look like pee.
Right.
Okay.
And it can mix with green or red.
Okay.
It's universal.
So, but green and red can't mix.
No.
Okay. Could you change it if you drained it out, or is that, since there's residue on the inside, once you put a certain type in, you can only do gold to
I
add?
would only go global.
Okay.
I mean, if I changed it, I would change it to global.
And just keep with global and keep the
Yep.
keep the gold from now on?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
And you can get it anywhere.
Okay.
You really can. I mean, all the way across the country, you'll be able to get it. Let's start this thing up and see if the alternator is charging.
All right.
Let's do it.
But those are your major things. You gotta have coolant, you gotta have oil, and you gotta have fuel.
We're checking all the wrong things.
And if you have those, you're golden.
So the alternator. Yeah.
That's not charging.
No. Needs to be doing 14, right?
About 13.2 to 14.5,
Okay.
anywhere in that area.
Right.
And everything lower is bad. What if it's higher? Is that not a thing?
You can shut it off. It'd have to be over anything over about 14.5, up around 15, 16 volts. I would be concerned. That means the voltage regulator went bad, and it's just going to overcharge your batteries and boil them.
Okay, so
Right,
that's
yeah,
a voltage
totally.
regulator problem.
Yes.
Okay. I feel better.
So you're confident that JB Weld will get us to where we're going? Because I
And
mean,
we
otherwise,
just- we
because
plan
otherwise
to
she was
still
talking
leave it
about a
past there.
$4,000
You
fix.
saw that thing, like,
So we'd have to
You
replace
saw
the
the
whole front
compressor,
case.
right?
Yeah, right. It,
It
was
was
just
like-
jiggling all over the place.
yeah. Like, once I get that tight, where it should be,
It shouldn't be bouncing
secured,
around. Yeah.
So-
So it's just that little bitty crack where the bolt is.
And we need to, and we're
And
gonna
to replace
JB Weld that crack.
is-
Okay.
That's the whole
Uh,
front
big.
case. So what's that called? You said it.
It's
The
a front gear drive case.
front gear drive case. Okay.
Yep.
And that you said that would be like 2-week project,
Yeah.
$4,000, something
Well-
like that.
The whole front has come off a bus.
Right. Right.
The radiator, the intercooler, whole cooling package, the fans,
Right.
the fuel pump, the air compressor, the front fan, the front housing cover. Then I have to get a puller and pull all the timing gears. I got to pull the crankshaft gear,
Right.
the camshaft gear, all the accessory gears off, which isn't pain.
Right.
I mean, it's bad.
Anytime you're getting a puller out. Yeah.
Well, to pull the one gear, you got to have a couple special tools from Cummins to do it. Then you
Okay.
get all those tools and all those gears pulled, then you can finally get the cover loose.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's just a matter of so the reason it's so expensive.
It's the labor?
Is it's how you get to the piece that needs to be taken off, and then you have to replace
Pain
that
in the
piece, and then
ass,
you have to
about-
reconnect
yep.
everything
Yep.
else. Okay.
And reseal new gaskets on everything.
Right.
Okay.
So
So,
you-
our fix is going to be JB welding the crack that's already present and securing the piece that's causing the crack so that there is no more
Which
stress.
is the air
Vibration.
compressor.
Okay.
Right.
And that, what do we need to watch out for to know if that
Oil
is
leaks,
going-
check your level, and watch for drips.
Okay,
Right.
and if that gets bad or anywhere near where we're at now, we're gonna need to bring it in somewhere to do that full $4,000.
And
pull
do like
apart.
I did.
Right.
Start it up, get underneath there, and take a peek.
Yeah.
Just
Which
like
we've
the way I
done
showed you.
before. I just
He's
Never
he hasn't
noticed that.
it.
With it
yeah.
running,
Yeah, I
we
literally
kinda
never
thought-
noticed that.
he
Like
was
it
very
must have gotten
convinced.
worse Because it was a little underpowered on the drive here.
Yeah,
Not here,
he
but
was
to your parents'
He
house.
was convinced that the oil leak was just going to be a drip from the pan gasket. Just that it was a small drip that was easy, that we might even be able to
Well,
just
I knew it
fix
wasn't
ourselves.
small because
Well,
when we
not
were leaving
small,
oil
but-
everywhere. But
Yeah. So,
either way, you had
That's-
mentioned when we re-grease the kingpins that we need to jack up the tire. How
How
would
does
we?
one?
I don't think we would have the capability of doing
we have
that.
to go buy a something ton floor jack? How many tons?
Get a minimum of 10,
Minimum
Okay.
10.
and you're gonna get a bottle jack. And
Bottle
they're only
jack.
about 30 to 40 bucks.
Okay.
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 Was not expecting that number.
Yeah. It's the simplest thing.
Truck
Well, 'cause
floor
we-
again?
See on that shelf? That's what they look like. See on that shelf?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see that.
That's what you need. That
So
and a
that's
block
just-
of wood.
Okay, that's that's what they use in like presses and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Another thing you could do, if you could find a place underneath, which you do have tons of room,
Yeah, plenty.
you could carry a spare tire.
Right.
You
Well,
can go to a junkyard, like a truck junkyard or whatever, and you can find like a used spare wheel and tire that's mounted. So that way, if you did have a blowout, you could jack it up with your ball jack and
Replace it
change
ourselves.
your own tire right there.
Right. That'd be fantastic.
Um,
We'd probably need like a half-inch
Mm,
impact or something.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
would-
3/4 inch breaker bar.
Okay.
So I'll show you. Come over here and I'll show you. Now the sockets for this
I don't-
are
yeah.
special.
So those might be difficult to find?
No,
Or just truck
It's
style?
like right here. They're just bigger sockets.
Right.
Okay. Right here. Let me check the rear and see if there's any. They're not the same. So you have to have a special socket here for the rear. This is much different. None of the newer trucks use this, but this was an old school way. It's the only way they had it. Okay. So you're gonna use a socket and you're gonna need an extension to get out to here.
Right.
Right? There's going to be a socket that goes over top of this bolt, and you're going to take this nut off first. You take all these nuts off, the outside wheel will come off.
Right.
Okay? Then there's going to be another socket, and it's going to be a square socket, and it's going to go over top of this square piece right here.
Okay.
Okay?
That's fascinating.
And it's going to loose in the opposite direction. It's going to be counterclockwise to take it loose.
Okay.
Okay?
So like you're coming from the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are going to be tightening it to take it off.
Right.
The inner bolt. This is the inner lug nut.
Right.
And that will take the inner one off.
Okay.
Okay? That's if you have to go that far. If it's just an outside one, you can just take the outer one off, replace it, and put those back on.
Now,
I'll
how
show
do
you
you
what you
tighten
need.
those down enough?
This is what you're going to need. You get all these tools and get set up, you'll at least be set up so that way you'll be in a pretty decent position. So you're going to get set. These are 3/4 inch.
Okay.
Lord.
This is the breaker bar, and this is the ratchet,
Right.
right?
Okay.
You're going to have an extension like this. You might need 2 to get in there.
Because of how big it is. Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to need.
When's your Matco truck come around?
You're going to want to order this off Amazon.
Right. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then your
Welcome.
bank.
You guys with
Okay.
the bus.
Dude, how's it going?
I saw the bus and I was like, oh,
We're
Another thing you're going to need is a hollow piece of pipe,
right.
probably about 6 feet long, to
Right.
put on the end of the breaker bar to get them broke loose and to tighten them.
Right.
Now they don't get that necessarily like tight to tighten them. They're only about 200 foot-pounds.
Okay.
But to break them loose, sometimes they're rusty. You'll need to spray them with a PV blaster.
Right.
And then start working them off.
Of
But
course.
it's totally doable. It's
So
totally
get them-
doable. Let me explain to you how doable it is. If you get a flat
So
tire
doable.
on that thing, let's say it's a front tire.
Right. Worst
and
case
you're
scenario.
stuck.
Right.
You gotta call someone. Okay? You don't want to call a tow truck because you don't pay a tow bill. But you gotta call someone to bring you a tire and change it. Okay? I used to do emergency roadside assistance work,
Uh huh.
and not only are they going to charge you $600 for the tire, but they're going to charge you $150 an hour from the time the truck leaves the shop
Right.
to the time he gets back to the shop.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if it's traffic or whatever it is, or how far away you are from his shop. If it takes him, if he's gone 2 hours, you're gonna pay $600 for your tire, plus another $300 for him to put it on.
Right.
It's $900 for a flat tire.
And then if we order all those things off of Amazon, it's a lot less than $900.
All those things on Amazon, including the jack, you can get for under $300.
Okay.
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 Definitely doable.
Yeah, I mean,
Right. Definitely.
peace of mind.
100% doable.
If you have that stuff,
Well, that's why we got a tool closet and everything in there. Might as well put tools
if
in
you
it.
have
you're
that
not
stuff,
shorting it.
theoretically, you could also do your own brakes.
Okay.
Right.
See, I know how to do brakes on my Subaru. Those don't look like that.
No, they don't.
A little
They're
different.
A lot heavier.
A little different. I've got a small brake spring tool.
That, you won't need that.
Okay.
What are you doing? Oh yeah. Good stuff. They're not our parts, are they?
Is it an alternator?
No. Fuel pump. Yes. I imagine it's for the engine block out there. And
Right.
Classic.
I went to high school with him. He just kind of popped in behind us. We're getting all this recorded so we don't
You guys
forget
can give me a call.
anything.
That's a good idea.
Well, and do it for the vlog.
Yeah.
Right.
So we can call you as you go.
Do you want to see the bus?
That would be fantastic.
You can pop your head in it real quick. Yeah, go for it, dude. Feel free.
Yeah. I think you guys called me, tried to make an appointment and canceled.
Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Saturdays by appointment. Please leave a message. We'll return your phone call.
So Saturdays by appointment. So I guess we're waiting for a call because it doesn't seem like they wanted to answer the phone.
Oh well.
Lisa, Lisa. I gotcha. Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, freak out.
He doesn't even care.
So take this thing off my face. Come on, let's go.